Hi guys, welcome to the Kelly Adventures. Today we're going to talk about painting faux pumpkins to match neutral fall decor. So I'm not sure if you've seen any of my other videos on the channel, but we renovated this entire room with the china cabinet, and we turned everything from a dark color to a lighter, more neutral color. So I repainted all of the wood furniture into this Pottery Barn fashion, and I have all of this decor here for Halloween, but the bright orange in some of the colors really doesn't match very well to these softer, more muted colors. So what we're going to do is I decided I was going to just easily paint them. So here's the before picture, and you can see it's a darker wood with the black trim, and this went really well with the greens and the oranges and the blue wall, but then we decided to lighten it up. So you can see the Pottery Barn finish there, which we have other videos on how to do that. And you can see the link is at the top of the screen if you want to check out the video that we did for the Pottery Barn finish. These are the finished pumpkins that are kind of just a more neutral color, but I kind of left it so that some of the color underneath was still showing through. So here's a before and then the after of the pumpkin that I did. Okay, so here are the tools that I used. Sherwin-Williams Worldly Gray, and that is just a sample paint, and it worked perfectly for what I was going to do. This again is a real easy painting. I just used chip brushes and a foam brush, which you don't have to use, but it just kind of adds a little bit of texture. And I only did one coat because I wanted the color that was was the original color of the pumpkin to come through, so that they all didn't look like they were this kind of like grayish off-white color. I wanted it to be a little bit different and have the orange come through, have the green come through of the other one. And then I just used that foam brush to kind of give it a little bit more of a textured look. But I didn't worry about the lines that were showing with the chip brush. It wasn't supposed to be, perfect. It was just a quick paint, and I thought it turned out pretty well. So I just went through and did the tops of all of the pumpkins, and then when that was dry, I laid them on their side and did the bottoms. Now some of these pumpkins are resin, and some of them are foam. The two big ones that were orange, I believe I got at Wayfair, and the other ones were from Michael's. I have links to most of these products that I'm using in the description. So here's the finished product here. And you can see some of that green coming through with the speckled dots. And I really liked how that looked because it just kind of gave it more of a natural feel to it. And then the other ones, you can kind of still see the orange slightly behind it. And I think it looked really pretty, matching the other muted colors and neutral decor. So these are just some of the items that I used for decorating. So that's a centerpiece from Williams-Sonoma, and I have the link again in the description. And this centerpiece here, I did get that, I believe it was half off, so I waited till it was on sale. And so there's the pumpkins all painted at the top of the china cabinet, and I just kind of call that my little faux pumpkin patch. And then I like to just add the lights because, you know, it tends to get darker around that time. So I like to have some indoor lights to kind of brighten things up a little bit. And then that's just a little wooden pumpkin there. And a few of the other pumpkins that I have around to kind of match the same colors. Here I'm just showing how to hang these skeletons that I got off of Amazon, and we just kind of like put them up with this nail that we already, or screw that we already have in the wall, and try not to knock them down. And then this is a glass pumpkin that I got from Target, and then I just used a little tea light LED off of Amazon to light it up. Okay, so these lights here I wanted to show because I got these on Amazon and we used them outside, and we used it originally for Halloween. So we did like a purple and different colors. However, we use them now all the time. I've used it for a year now and they haven't burned out. They've been doing amazing. So I would highly recommend them. And then we'll change it for, you know, Christmas and other holidays. So it's pretty fun. Okay, so I guess that about wraps it up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section. And thank you for watching.